Welcome once more to Cloud Dancer Speaks. Well, you'll have to excuse me because we lost a dear friend a couple of days ago, and plus I busted my wheelchair, so I could be grounded. Oh well, these things happen. And plus her ladyship is resting. She needs she needs all the rest she can get, believe me. God bless her soul. Okay, what do I want to discuss? I want to discuss work. That's an odd topic, isn't it? Work. I've lost my bloody goggles. Where are my goggles gone? I can't work without my goggles.
I'm sure you can manage.
Ah, they're over there and I can't get them.
Well,
I've got some. Hang on a minute, folks. Sugar. See? They try and hide my goggles. I know what that game is. I'm getting paranoid. Okay, we're off. Work. Work is one of the things that keeps society bonded together. But I find that I've often heard people say, oh, I've got to go to work tomorrow. Oh, what a drag. I've got to do this and I've got to do that. Well, as one of the masters say, get a begging bowl and get out in the street and beg then. Work is a contribution to the society or the communion you live with to help each other. Now, I'm not talking about financial rewards here. I'm talking about helping the community. There are lots of ways you can work. One is being employed by a slave driver and working your butt off for pittance. The other is working for the people. That you expect no reward. The same as what Dark Raven One does. Works for the sheer love of the people. Now that is to be praised. There's different types of work. If you're going to work each day and you don't like it, then you're in the wrong job. Work should be a thing of pride, a thing of pleasure. It should be something of interest that interests you personally. Even the humble road sweeper and the refuse collectors, believe me, they enjoy their work. It's not their work so much, it's the people around them, their friends that work with them. Like a comradeship. And they enjoy their work. I know, I spoke to many. I know of a road sweeper who used to greet me every morning. He was a lovely guy. And he used to be happy in what he was doing. He had no boss overshadowing him. Much like council workers. But if you abhor what you're doing, and if it is a trial, then surely wouldn't it be best to do something you really like doing? Working at what you really like. When the work no longer becomes a job, it becomes an interest. It becomes enjoyable. Do you think for 1 minute that those in the medical wing, like nurses, don't enjoy their work? Oh yes, they do. And it's a commitment to that profession. Do you think for 1 minute those that, even an office worker, he enjoys his work because it's in pride of what he's doing, and that his achievements will be recognized, not because of monetary value, that his achievements are recognized. Every man on this earth does not want to leave this earth without achieving something, without his name being stamped on it. Then he could say, oh yes, well, Bloggs did that, great man, did a fabulous job. Those that find no interest in serving the community or serving the people in whatever aspect they do it, whether it's what Dark Raven one does or whether what the humble road sweeper, he'll end up drunk, he'll end up in a pitiful state. Young men and young women of today, if they have no, it's not ambition, it's achievement to aim for, usually end up on criminal problems and they end up on drugs and again drink, to forget their anxieties and the trauma. It is a trauma and it's very real and it has to be recognized. So how do we help these people? Well, yes, each one of you can encourage. To get them out of that dark pit that they've put themselves into, or from lack of work. I know because when I was working, for a living, I was a workaholic. I couldn't stop. I enjoyed what I did. Much the same with Dark Raven one. But she sometimes worked and she didn't get paid for it and she enjoyed it. And she built up an attraction between the animals and between people and herself. She was respected, and that's what it comes down to. No man wants to leave this earth as a bum, as a wino, as a drug addict. No man wants that. They want to leave as a respected human being, as a loved human being. Come down to that little word again, haven't we? Love. That's what it amounts to. Even those that have been in the army, and it's the comradeship and the love of their comrades that they enjoy. And it becomes enjoyable. No, of course they don't like going out and slaughtering other people. Of course not. They are brainwashed into thinking things like that. They're told the enemy eats children and rapes women. And they're told a load of bunkum to try and get them to hate the enemy. And yet the enemy could be doing the same thing. But even the enemy have mothers. They have sisters, brothers, children. They're no different than you. As much as we're told one thing, which is a load of rubbish, really. So I thought I'd bring this up because why do we have to work? Well, if you go back to our ancestors, the man used to go out and he used to hunt and bring the hunt home to feed the family. It's much the same now, except you go to work to get finances, to go to a supermarket, to get food to feed the family. Nothing much has changed. Your habitat's changed. You now live in 4 square walls, whereas the ancients lived in caves. So our environment has improved. Now, how is it improved? It's improved because people love what they're doing. They work to that aim. They take pride in what they're doing. Like an artist who has a blank sheet of paper, he'll paint, there's nothing on that paper, it's blank, it's white. Nothing. Until he paints it. A beautiful picture. This is his work. This beautiful creation, this achievement, is what makes him happy. The builder who's building houses, and after he's built it, he looks and he says, well, I did that. It's an achievement. And so it is all the way through on the different aspects of work. Achievement. To feel good about himself. Do you think those that are on drugs, those that are on drink, do you think they feel good about themselves? Good question. There'll always be those who will take advantage of others. Like some say, oh, wouldn't it be great to have a couple of £1 million? Oh, wow, I could do this and I could do that. And the poor old thief looks at the same man and says, wouldn't it be great if he wins a few £1 million? I could rob it. The more you have to take care that no one's going to take it from you. This is a fact. Every action you make, no matter how small, will affect each other. It's bound to. I mean, Dark Raven One, every action she makes affects me. That's why I'm a tin pot. Every action I make.
You do that on your own.
Every action I make elevates Dark Raven One to greater heights.
I don't think so.
Oh dear, I'm in trouble again, folks. I'm in trouble again. What's the matter, son?
Yeah, it's near enough 14 minutes, so.
Oh, it's near enough 40 minutes. See how time goes so fast when you're having fun? Okay. That's what I wanted to talk about, basically, on work. I think it was an important thing to speak about. My job, I'm just a bridge. I'm just a little old man that lives in Ireland. I can heal nobody. It's what works through me heals. I'm just a bridge between spirit and between man. That's all. Nothing more. I am nothing. And that goes for each one of us here. But we have an affinity with the past. We have an affinity with spirit. I see spirit, hear spirit, smell spirit. I have all my senses can be tuned to it. When my friend passed, I saw him, heard him, and I knew something was wrong. It's those he left behind hurt. He doesn't hurt. Incidentally, I will tell you what he died of. He died of alcohol poisoning. I rest my case, for he had achieved nothing. Okay. Our blessings and our thoughts go with each and every one of you. think of what I've said. Thank you for listening to me. Namaste. Om Shanti.